What's up, you guys? Altitude Alex is back after a long vacation. Time to go ahead and get back into it, I guess. It took me a really long time to decide to go ahead and pick the camera back up again, especially after uploading a few videos and then completely falling on my face. I kind of just decided to stay away from it until one of my family members ended up picking up YouTube and really did a good job with it. So I gotta give my old man some shout out, a little bit of props, because he's the one that got me back in here picking up the camera again. And so I decided to go ahead and shoot a video of me creating my first ever title / introduction for a video. Making an intro video wasn't exactly the thing I had planned on making for a first video. However, I just kept drawing blanks on what I should do a video of, and it was just one of those things that ended up getting in the way of me going ahead and pushing record and starting a YouTube video. So in this video today, I'll be making an introduction for my YouTube channel. This introduction should hopefully serve me for several videos. I should get a good amount of use out of it before having to make a new introduction. So for those of you that are new to YouTube and are also looking to create an introduction, why don't you go ahead and hang out with me for a little bit. We'll go ahead and make our first crappy introduction. Now, I don't expect this introduction to be perfect by any means, but my first attempt should be my best attempt, considering I haven't done any of them. So it will be my best introduction and my first introduction. Now, you've seen a bunch of really flashy, showy intros and things like that on other channels, and I'm not sure that as a new beginner I'll be able to reproduce something as showy or awesome. But my hope is to find something that'll at least clarify what the channel's about, as well as set some expectations. So let's go ahead and hop on Adobe here and give it a shot, see what we can gather together based off of the GoPro footage I've collected. Alright, you guys, let's hit it. So after going out and having a ton of fun gathering content just so I could use it in an introduction, now I get to go ahead and upload it to the computer and then go ahead and begin editing it. And then I'll be able to have a consistent, permanent intro for my channel. Now, Adobe is kind of a different monster to me. I'm not familiar with it at all. For the videos that I had made previously, I actually ended up just using some free editing app that just let me drag and drop stuff in. So it's a little bit daunting when you're first hopping on, but I'm pretty sure that with the videos that I have so far, I should be able to make a decent introduction, especially for a first intro. It's just a matter of getting certain elements in certain points and then making sure that the video quality is good enough to go ahead and play repeatedly on a channel. I'm not going to do a full in-depth video on how exactly I edited my introduction. However, I will go ahead and input a little bit of footage of myself just working on it in Adobe, maybe a little bit of my frustrations as well. Alright, so I've been on Premiere Pro now for several hours trying to cut down this video footage to get rid of any of the fluff and just useless material. That's actually turned out to be about 80% of the video so far. Just a bunch of me repeating myself and making statements that don't really need to be made. And so now that I'm taking care of all of that on Premiere Pro, I'll be able to hopefully cut out any of the jargon and make sure that this video makes more sense for you guys. And then once I have all of the essential clips that I think I'm going to use for the video, I'll go ahead and mash them all together and then work on my transitions as well as video effects. And then once I have all of the main substance that I want in this video, I'll go ahead and work on creating that introduction, and I'll have that probably put in before the end of today. So since I'm incredibly new to YouTube, I think it's important that when I create my intro, I use things that are relevant to my day-to-day life. Of course, for your first intro, it's not going to be the best introduction ever, so cut me a little bit of slack when you watch it. But as I get better and better, I hope that I'll be able to include more components in my edits, and that the introduction as well as video content will just get better and better.